Hello, I am Manoj Parsai with you with new chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. Introduction to Trigonometry. It's definitely a new chapter for you. Now, what is this? Let us understand. You are aware of the right angle triangle? Everybody aware of the right angle triangle. Okay. In a right angle triangle, you know that one angle is a 90 degree. One angle is 90. Suppose this B is a 90 degree angle. So opposite of B is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. This is opposite. Generally, we can treat this as a perpendicular, it is base. But in trigonometry, we cannot use this. We will use the term that whatever angle which we are taking, okay, on the basis of that, we have to decide what is a perpendicular and what is base, right? So first thing you should understand that the trigonometry which is used in right angle triangle, it is not used any other triangle, it is used only in a right angle triangle, okay? Actually, what happens, the ratios of the sides, like suppose when we are talking about angle C, if I am talking about angle C, this is angle C. So with angle C, with respect to angle C, if you want to see that the side BC, BC, BC is with this angle, this is a hypotenuse, this is a fixed, opposite of 90 degree, there is no problem at all. If angle C we are taking, so with the angle C, this side is considered as an adjacent side. What is it? Adjacent. Adjacent side. Okay. And this AB is opposite side. Opposite side. With respect to angle C, this is opposite side. Opposite, that means the side which is coming just front of that angle C, opposite side. And adjacent side, what does it mean? The side which is associated with this angle. So here actually with angle C, there are two adjacent sides. One is AC and second is BC. Since AC is hypotenuse, so other side is remaining, that is BC. So when we are talking about angle C, then it is adjacent. Adjacent side, it is opposite side. Okay. So here we are talking about the ratios of the sides because there are total three sides. Suppose when we are taking angle C, then there are three sides. One is a hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side. So there are many ratios. How many ratios are possible here? There are 6 ratios possible, like opposite side upon hypotenuse, adjacent sides upon hypotenuse, opposite side upon adjacent side, and now opposite, hypotenuse upon opposite side, hypotenuse upon adjacent side, and adjacent side upon opposite side. Total 6 ratios are there. Okay, these are 6 ratios. Number 1, I told you that opposite side of opposite side and hypotenuse. Opposite side and hypotenuse, that means it is AB upon AC. That is one. Okay. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. For angle C, opposite side is considered as perpendicular upon AC is hypotenuse. Okay. Second is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent, what does it mean? BC upon AC. What is BC? BC, that means it is base, because angle C, for angle C it is a base. So BC is base upon hypotenuse. Third is opposite side upon adjacent. That means AB upon BC. AB perpendicular. This is base. Okay. So these are AB upon AC, P upon H, B upon H, and P upon B. If I will reciprocate it, then what happens? It becomes H upon P. When you reciprocate it, H upon B, and this one is P upon B. So total how many trigonometric ratios are there? There are 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay, and these are called, first is this opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. This ratio is called sine. What is it? Sine. S-I-N-E. Sine. Sine is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Okay. Second is BC upon AC. BC upon AC. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse is called as cosine. What is it? Oh, sine, cosine. Right? Now next one is AB upon BC. Opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side upon adjacent. This is called tangent. Tangent. Okay. Now coming to opposite of PH, that means HP. Hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Opposite of it. So opposite of sine is cosine. Sorry, cosec. Sine, opposite of sine is cosec. Opposite of cosine, B upon H, it is H upon B. That is H upon B, opposite of cos, sec, secant. Second. And B upon P, opposite of tangent, it is cotangent. Okay. Cosec, secant, cotangent. These 6 trigonometric ratios are there: sine, cosine, tangent, cosecangent, secant, and cotangent. Okay. Initial form, that means in the simple form we will use the term as sine, cos for cosine, tan for tangent, cosec, cosecangent, secant, sec, and cotangent, cot. So these are 6 trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Okay. So these are the sides. So actually these, you are listening, these terms are new. Terms are new, but these terms in the form of, there are three sides in a triangle. So these are the ratios of two sides of a right angle triangle, are called trigonometric ratios. Name is trigonometric ratios. So these are the ratios. Ratios: opposite side upon hypotenuse, adjacent side upon hypotenuse, opposite side upon adjacent sides. So the ratios names are given: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. Okay. Is it clear? Now you will remember, if you want to remember. So a very famous proverb is there, if you want to remember this. See, this is sometimes, boys, they are having a problem in keeping these sine, cos, tan, what is the ratios in their mind. So the simplest way, perpendicular, like one proverb is there: Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol. Sona chandi tol. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol, sona chandi tol. The meaning of this term is, itself it says that S stands for sine. So the value of sine perpendicular upon hypotenuse, the value of cos base upon hypotenuse, and the value of tan, that is perpendicular upon base. Okay. So you will remember it. Sometimes you forget it, that what is the exact ratio. So finding the ratio, you will remember this proverb. Okay. And with the help of that, you can remember forever that what is the value of sine, cos, tan in trigonometric, in right angle triangle. Okay. Here one important thing is that adjacent side and opposite side. So you should remember always that adjacent side, the side which is associated with that angle, and opposite side, that means the side is coming opposite to it. There's a right angle triangle. It's a right angle triangle. Okay. PQR. Right angle triangle PQR. And we are going to find the value of sine P. Sine P. It's a short form of SINE. And we'll pronounce as sine, SIN. Sine P. Sine P, what is sine? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. P. What is sine? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. So here, because this P angle we have taken, so in place this is angle P, and what is the opposite side of P here? QR. So this QR becomes perpendicular. That means sine P is equal to QR upon hypotenuse PR, because hypotenuse is fixed, which is coming up opposite to 90 degree. Okay. Sine P QR upon PR. Cos P, this angle I have taken, whatever the side which is opposite to the angle is always perpendicular. So this is perpendicular, it is base, and now it is hypotenuse. Cos is base upon hypotenuse, so base is PQ upon PR. Tan P. P, opposite of this, it is perpendicular, there is a base. QR upon PQ. Okay. If I would like to ask you, there is what is the value of sine R? Sine R. Which angle? R is this, so it's opposite now, that is perpendicular. Okay, that is perpendicular. Opposite side of the angle is always treated as a perpendicular. So opposite of it, it is perpendicular. So I'll write here PQ upon hypotenuse, that is PR. Cos P. Cos R. Cos R is equal to, opposite is perpendicular, that is base. QR upon PR. And tan R. Tan R is equal to perpendicular upon base. PQ upon QR. Okay. So we will remember one thing always, that whatever angle which we are taking, its opposite side is always perpendicular. Okay. This is a triangle. It's a right angle triangle like, suppose X, Y, Z. It's a right angle triangle. Right angle is this. And I want to find the value of sine Z. The value of sine Z. Immediate you will understand one thing, that this is Z. Z is coming here. Opposite of this Z, opposite side is always perpendicular. It is perpendicular. Hypotenuse is fixed, which is opposite to 90 degree, and the remaining is base. So you'll never make a mistake when you are writing the ratios. Sine Z. Z is here. Its opposite side, what is it? Perpendicular. This is perpendicular now. And what is the sine? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular, what does it mean? XY upon hypotenuse XZ. Is it okay? Suppose if you find the value of cos Z. Cos Z is a Z. Its opposite always perpendicular. So that means it is base, hypotenuse. And what is the value of cos? Base upon hypotenuse. YZ upon XZ. Suppose you are going to find the value of sine X. Sine X. Now you will switch immediately. X is here. Now its opposite is perpendicular. This is perpendicular. It is base, and that is hypotenuse. That means, perpendicular and base, they are exchanged. They are exchanged as per the angle which we are considering. Or you will remember one thing always, whatever the angle which we have taken here, its opposite side is treated as a perpendicular. Simple. Sin X is equal to sin X, its opposite is perpendicular, this is base, and that is hypotenuse. So sin X is YZ upon XZ. Okay. Clear? So here one thing I am writing here, it's a special note, opposite side, opposite side of an angle. Opposite side of an angle is perpendicular. Is perpendicular in triangle, any triangle ABC. Opposite side of angle is always perpendicular. You remember only one thing you should remember. After that, there is no problem at all. Any triangle is given. Suppose if I want to write in this triangle sec R. So immediate you can understand because this is R, it is R, its opposite is perpendicular. So now you can decide everything, perpendicular, hypotenuse and base. Because sec is opposite of cos, cos is B upon H, so it is H upon B. H upon B, what does it mean? Hypotenuse, PR upon base. R is perpendicular, so base is QR. Okay. Immediate you can find everything. Opposite of sine is cosec, opposite of cos is sec, and opposite of tan is cot. Okay, is that clear? So always opposite side of an angle is perpendicular. Now we are taking exercise 8.1. It's a very basic exercise and using these concepts which we have learned. Exercise 8.1. I am taking question number 1. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. Is it clear? AB is equal to 24, BC is equal to 7. AB is equal to 24 centimeter, BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay. Determine sine A cos A first. Sine A cos A, and second part determine sine A comma cos A and sine C and cos C. Sine C cos C. Okay. Sine A cos A, sine C cos C. You can write here पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर बोल सोना चांदी तोल. Okay, it would be very helpful for you in the beginning, in the initial stage. After that you will memorize it and there is no problem at all. Okay, in triangle ABC, right angled at B. Triangle, this is a triangle, right angled at B. So first of all, this is B, A, B, C, this 90 degree. Okay, it's given that AB is equal to 24 centimeter, BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Got it? Determine sine A, cos A, sine C and cos C. Sine A. Suppose if I would like to find the value, the ratio sine A, what should be written here? Sine A. A. Opposite side of this angle A. Opposite side of this angle A, this is perpendicular. And what is sine? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means BC upon AC. BC upon AC. Okay. Second is cos A. Again the same thing. Since angle is A, so opposite of angle A is perpendicular. Base, this is hypotenuse. The value of cos is base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. AB upon AC. But how to find the value? BC, we know that the value of BC is 7. The value of AB is 24. How to find the value of AC? What is AC? So for finding the AC, since this is a right angle triangle, and in a right angle triangle we can use Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABC using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem. When we use Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is equal to AB, 24 square plus 7 square. Square of 24, 576 plus 7 square, 49. AC square is equal to, when we add them 6 and 5, it is 11, 12 and 5 plus 6, 625. So what is the value of AC? Under root 625, that means it is 25. So that means the value of AC is equal to 25 centimeter. We got three values. The value of sine A, BC, that means it is 7 upon 25. The value of CA, cos A, AB upon AC, 24 upon 25. Okay. Now we are going to find the value of sine C. Value of sine C. Now immediately you look at here, because sine C we have taken this C. So now this opposite of angle C, this is perpendicular. What is it? Now this is perpendicular. It is perpendicular base and it is hypotenuse. So sine C is equal to AB upon AC. AB upon AC. Second is cos C. Cos C. Again this is the C. Opposite of this C. Which side is opposite side of C? That is AB. AB perpendicular, it is base and hypotenuse. And what is the meaning of cos? Base upon hypotenuse. Base is BC upon hypotenuse AC. BC upon AC. Okay. What is the value of AB? AB, that is 24 upon AC, 25. The value of BC, 7 upon AC, 25. So these are the value we got it. Okay. Other values also we can find out, because we know that all three sides ratio. So sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec, cot, everything. Suppose I want to find the value of tan A. What is tan A? A. Opposite of A is always perpendicular. So this is perpendicular, it is base. That means BC upon AB. And what is BC? 7 upon AB is 24. If you find the value of opposite of sine like cosec A, cosec is always reciprocal of this sine, AC upon BC. AC upon BC. AC upon BC, that means 25 upon 7. Cosec is always reciprocal of that. Reciprocal of cos is sec A. If I want to find the value of sec A, cos A, AB upon AC, sec A, AC upon AB. So what is AC? 25 upon 24. If you find the value of cot A, cot A is the reciprocal of tan A, AB upon BC. So it is coming AB upon BC, 24 upon 7. So these are all 6 trigonometric ratios we can find out. So that means one thing is clear, that in a triangle, if you know that all three sides, then we can find all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay. And at least if you know that any two sides of a right angle triangle, third side we have to find with the help of Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, we'll find the third side, and after that all 6 trigonometric ratios we can find with the help of this triangle and the sides which are given. After that, I am taking a question. Question number second is given. Find the value of tan P minus cot or diagram is given. You can find out. One question I am taking this given 15 cot A. Question number fourth. Given 15 cot A is equal to 8. Find the value of sin A and sec A. Find the value of sin A and sec A. Sin A and sec A. It is given 15 cot A is equal to 8. What is given? 15 cot A is equal to 8. Okay. That means cot A is equal to 8 upon 15. Cot A is equal to 8 upon 15. Cot is a reciprocal of 10. Here I am writing the reciprocal also. The reciprocal of sine is cosec. Reciprocal of cos is sec. And reciprocal of tan is cot. Okay. Cot A is equal to 8 upon 15. I'll make a right angle triangle because the two sides ratio is given only. Okay. Cot A. If with cot there is a, so I think better to take A here, so that direct the opposite side of this is treated as a perpendicular. It is B and here is a C. Okay. Cot A is equal to 8 upon 50. Cot is the reciprocal of tan, and what is tan? Tan is perpendicular upon base. Since A I have taken here, so it is perpendicular, that is base. So what is cot? Base perpendicular. Base is 8, not 8, 8k, and perpendicular is 15k. Because it is a ratio, it's not a fixed value of the side. Many times I told you one thing, 8 upon 15, that means the side base upon perpendicular is 8 upon 15, 8 ratio 15. These are not the values of base is equal to 8 and perpendicular is equal to 15. Okay. So these are the ratios, and ratios to be converted into the fixed quantity, we have to multiply it with any scalar quantity. So that is suppose k. So I will take the base is 8k and perpendicular is 15k. Okay. Because cot A is equal to base upon perpendicular. So base is equal to 8k, perpendicular is equal to 15k. Now two sides we know that perpendicular and base we need hypotenuse. So in triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. When you use Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square as it is, what is the value of AB? It is 8k whole square plus 15k whole square. So that means AC square is equal to 64 into k square plus 225 into k square. Therefore, AC square is equal to 64 plus 15, 4 plus 5, 9, 8, and it is 2 k square. 289 is a square of 17. So I write here AC is equal to 17k. So AC is equal to 17k. Okay. Now we got the third value also, 8k, 15k and 17k. Next we are finding the value of sine A. Sine A. A opposite of this side is always perpendicular. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sine A is equal to, where I write BC upon AC. What is BC? BC is 15k upon AC 17k. K cancel, 15 upon 17. Second value we are finding the value of sec A. Sec is a reciprocal of cos. Okay. So cos is base upon hypotenuse, sec is hypotenuse upon base. This is A, opposite perpendicular, this is base, hypotenuse. Sec is base, hypotenuse upon base. 17k upon 8k. K cancel, 17 upon 8. So the ratios of sine A is 15 ratio 17 and sec A is equal to 17 ratio 8. Okay. So whenever any value of sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec is given in the form of ratio, so always we will consider as a k. By the way, when we are finding the ratio, then the k will not be used because k and k cancel. But here when we are finding the third value, this ratio is required. Okay. After that, I am taking question from this exercise. That is question number 8. Question number 8. What is it? If 3 cot A is equal to 4, 3 cot A is equal to 4, check whether check whether 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Check whether which is true or not true. Okay. Okay. 3 cot A is equal to 4. Again using the same thing. Cot A is equal to 4 upon 3. Triangle. Where should I take A? A should be taken here. It's better so that opposite side is perpendicular. And generally our impression is also this is perpendicular base and hypotenuse. So cot A is equal to 4 upon 3. Cot is base upon, cot is opposite of tan, perpendicular base, so base upon perpendicular. Base 4k upon 3k. Okay. Ratios in triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. So AC square is equal to AB square. 4k whole square plus 3k whole square. 16k square plus 9k square, 25k square. That means AC is equal to 5k. 5k. Right? Right. Now I'll put the value left hand side and right hand side. Check it whether LHS is equal to RHS, yes or no. Left hand side. LHS. LHS 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan. 1 minus tan square A. Here let me tell you one thing. Tan square A or tan A whole square. Same thing. They are same. Tan square A or tan A whole square. Sin square A or sin A whole square. Same thing. So 1 minus tan square A, that means 1 minus tan A. Tan A whole square upon 1 plus tan A whole square. This means 1 minus tan A. What is the value of tan A? Opposite of a perpendicular base. 3k upon 4k. 3k upon 4k whole square upon 1 plus tan A. 3k upon 4k whole square. K cancel. 1 minus 3 3 is 9 upon 16. It is 1 plus 3 3 is 9 upon 16. When you take LCM, 16 minus 9 upon 16. Here is again LCM 16. So 16 plus 9 upon 16. 16 cancel. 16 minus 9, it is 7 upon 25. So what is the value of left hand side? 7 upon 25. Now let us check what is the value of right hand side. Now RHS. RHS is cos square A minus sin square A. Cos square A. Cos A. Cos A is base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. 4k upon 5k whole square. Minus sin square A. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. 3k upon 5k whole square. K cancel. 4 4 is 16 upon 25 minus 3 3 is 9 upon 25. So when I take LCM as 25, 16 minus 9. And 16 minus 9, that means it is 7 upon 25. and you can see that 7 upon 25 is equal to 7 upon 25. So that means it is verified left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence, LHS is equal to RHS. It's a verified. So that means the value of 10 is 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Okay. One more question from this exercise I am taking, that is question number, it's an important question, number 10. Question number 10. What is it? In triangle PQR, right angled at Q, right angled at Q, PR plus QR is equal to 25. PR plus QR is equal to 25, 1 centimeter, and PQ is equal to, and PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. Determine the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. Determine the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. Determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay. First line, in triangle PQR right angled at Q. In this triangle, I am making a triangle here, drawing a triangle. In triangle PQR, there is a triangle. In this triangle right angled at Q, it is Q, PQR. It's okay, this angle is 90 degree. Right angled at Q, PR plus QR. PR plus QR. Sum of these two sides is equal to 25 and PQ is equal to 5. PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. It's clear mention. And sum of these two sides is equal to given 25. Okay. Sum of these two sides given, that means one side I'll consider, let QR is equal to X centimeter. If QR is equal to X centimeter, then what is the value of PR? PR is equal to, because the sum of these two sides is equal to 25. Sum of these two is equal to 25. One I have taken X. Then the value of PR is equal to 25 minus X centimeter. Is it okay? 25 minus X centimeter. So these are the three sides. PQ 5 centimeter, QR X centimeter, and PR is equal to 25 minus X centimeter. First of all, we have to find the value of X. Only then we can find the other two sides. So in triangle PQR by Pythagoras theorem. PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. PR square, what is PR? 25 minus X whole square is equal to PQ square. 5 square plus QR square, that is X square. Here we'll have to use an identity A minus B whole square. A square plus B square minus 2AB. 25 square, 625 plus X square minus 2AB. 2 into 25, 50 into X is equal to 25 plus X square. Okay. So X square can be cancelled. So it is 625 minus 25 is equal to 50x. 625 minus 25, 600 is equal to 50x. That means what is the value of x? 600 upon 50. 1 0 cancel, 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, it is 12. X is equal to 12. If x comes 12, that means QR is equal to QR. Since QR we have taken x centimeter, x is equal to, we have got 12. So QR is equal to 12 centimeter. And PR is equal to 25 minus the value of x is 12, it is 13 centimeter. So now we got all three sides, 5 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 13 centimeter. 5, 12 and 13. Okay. What are all three sides? After that we are finding the value of sin p, cos p and tan p. Sin p. Again consider here p with sin this angle p, opposite of p, that is perpendicular. Opposite of p, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, because sin is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular, that means QR upon hypotenuse PR. And what is the value of QR? X is equal to, we have got 12. So it is 12. 12 upon, it is 13. Sin P. Second, we are finding the value of cos P. Cos P. What is cos P? Opposite perpendicular, this is base, hypotenuse. Cos is base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. PQ upon PR. PQ upon PR. What is PQ? 5 upon PR, 13. And third one is tan P. Tan P, perpendicular upon base. QR upon PR. QR upon PR. QR upon PL. QR upon PQ. QR. What is the value of QR? X. X means 12 upon PQ. It is 5. So these are three trigonometric ratios: 12 upon 13, 5 upon 13 and 12 upon 5. Sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay friends. So I hope you have understood this exercise 8.1. In my next lecture, we'll have to continue with trigonometric tables. Okay. Thank you.